Hello, so I am reading The Crown of Gilded Bones. I started it yesterday, my birthday. And yeah, yesterday was my birthday. I don't think I filmed any vlog clips then, but this is pretty much all that I read, and I was only gonna read 50 pages and then I read 110 pages because the first 100 pages were so jam-packed with action. I could not put it down and I had to get to the first spicy scene. So I kept reading until I got to a spicy scene, and so many revelations, plot twists and turns, it literally hit the ground running. And so I just felt like every chapter there was something else that happened. It felt just like heart pounding. The action did not stop in the first 100 pages. So I honestly when you read a book and you just keep checking how many pages are left, how long until I finish, blah blah. This, I was like, oh my god, I can't put it down. It's amazing. It's just good. So I know that I am definitely going to try and read as much of this as possible tonight. Right now I have a lot of content ideas, and maybe it's because I've been working from home, but my mood is better because it's spring, but I have a lot of ideas for videos. But there are some times where I don't have a lot of ideas for videos. So right now I've been putting out videos twice a week. I don't know how long I want to sustain that pace for, just because it can be very demanding, but at the very least I always post at least one video a week. That's very doable. We'll see how I feel about posting videos in the future, just in terms of the pacing of them. If I keep having a lot of ideas, or if I run out of ideas, or time to film, I don't know. But yeah, I guess I've just been kind of in a creative world. I have a lot of ideas that I want to put out into the world. So 2 times a week has been working for me. I also really do enjoy vlogging, but I do have to take breaks from it from time to time, because also constantly filming myself can take away from the enjoyment of reading. It usually doesn't, because I really love vlogs. Vlogs are what I love to watch and what I really like to make, because I can just be my most candid here. And I just love hearing people speak candidly about books, right? I feel it's the kind of content where you get to really know a creator that much more. So that's why I've always loved making vlogs. But yeah, my plan for the rest of the day is that I'm going to work out. I don't ever talk about my working out on my vlogs. Does anyone care about that? But I used to be a power lifter, so I would go to a gym and do lifting workouts. And since COVID hit, I transitioned to doing at-home workouts. And now I've been doing boxing workouts, just shadow boxing. And there's a dance studio downstairs in my apartment building. The gym doesn't really have the equipment to do powerlifting workouts that I like to do, but I don't want to have to pay for a gym anymore, and I also don't really want to go there. Having one in my apartment is much more convenient, especially in that dance studio. No one is ever really there and ever really bothers me. So that is kind of my preferred workout location. But yeah, I just do boxing videos, and it's a lot of fun because it's cardio and strength at the same time. So I do that 2 to 4 times a week, just really depending on the week. That's really all that I have for you today. And yeah, Poppy and Hog are my everything. Also, it pains me because I feel most of these covers were misprinted and they are off centered with the way that they're folded. It's very sad. Just Okay, that's it. Bye. Hello everyone. It's super rainy today, which is why my hair is literally a curly mess, even in a ponytail. I did make some progress on The Crown of Gilded Bones. I read, oh my god, you can see how off-center it is. It's okay. I read a lot on Tuesday night, so now I'm on page 280, and then last night I literally finished the chapter that I was on, and I was just so tired. I'm I can't force myself to stay up, so I decided to do the responsible thing and go to bed. So no, I did not finish this book. So I will be bringing it with me to Florida. I'm about to fly out today. this is a vlog for my Florida vacation. I'm here with my family because my family lives here, and it's just gonna be a good reading time. I think I'll mostly be reading on my Kindle so that I can read in the pool. But right now I am finishing The Crown of Gilded Bones by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I read a little bit at the pool today and I'm on page 309. So once I finish this, I'll be able to like take my book in the pool with me. So I'm so excited to do that, but loving this so far. It's literally everything. It's one of my most anticipated books of the year because From Blood and Ash was my top book of 2020. I adore it. It's new adult fantasy romance. It's everything. And yeah, that's really like all that I wanted to say. I also brought two of the Keeper of the Lost City books 3 and 4 with me, and I hope to read those this week, as well as just read like a bunch of romances on my Kindle because I think that's perfect for like sitting outside and tanning. And also I didn't want to pack like 10 million books because that makes my suitcase really heavy. So that's it for now. We have to get going because we're going to an event for going out for drinks, and yeah, I don't want to hold up my family, so I want to come on here while my makeup was done and say hi, and then I'm in Florida. Hello, it's sunset. I have my makeup done because I am potentially going out tonight. But I'm just enjoying this late day sun to read my book. Last night I got up to like page 300 and something. I think it's 378 of Crown of Gilded Bones, and I really want to finish this tonight because I'm just loving every single second. Like, this is just reminding me why it's my favorite series, because I love to be in this world, and it's amazing. And right now I'm just soaking my feet in the pool with this nice fountain, and I'm going to sit in the lounge chair and read my book and enjoy the sunset, because now during sunset, like, the weather's a little bit colder, so it's not like super hot, but still beautiful, and live that vacation life reading my book. Hello, so I'm here in lovely Florida and I'm about to work out, which is why I have on my workout clothes. So I am reading because that's what you do on vacation. Last night I finished The Crown of Gilded Bones. For my next vlog clip, I definitely need to find my tripod because it's kind of annoying, but anyways. I finished The Crown of Gilded Bones. This book is everything. I also found it's going to be 6 books, and then a Castile POV book, and also the prequel trilogy, which is just everything. I love when series have like 10 million books because I just love it. And like, this literally thickened the plot so much. Some things that had been in motion since the first book were revealed here, and like, I'm actually surprised that it's going to be 6 books because I don't even know how we can up the ante even more than it's already been upped. But if anyone can do it, it's Jennifer L. Armentrout. So yeah, this was like probably my most anticipated book of 2021, and it definitely lived up to the hype. Like, I loved every second of this, every reveal. Like, the plot is so good, but also like, look at all these tabs on the top. That's all the smut scenes. Definitely like the same amount of smut as like A Court of Silver Flames, I would say. Yes, it's wonderful, it's beautiful. We love these new adult fantasies that are coming out because it's everything to me. And then next here I have my trusty Kindle. I can't recall if I talked about the fact that I read Twisted Love by Anna Huang on the plane, but I loved it. It was a dark romance, like grumpy ex-sunshine. Basically like, this guy is kind of like plotting for the revenge of the murder of his family, and then like, this girl also has like a tragic past, but she's like a sunshine because she always sees the optimism and everything, and like, just he's her brother's best friend and he has to like take care of her. So good. Just like every trope that I loved squished into one book, but like in a way that it's just done so well and amazing, and the spice was spicy, so I loved it. And now the next book that I'm picking up Also, like, look at my night court insignia on my Kindle. Love it. The next book that I'm going to be picking up is Black Sunshine by Karina Hale. I'm now going to be making my way through my May TBR, which has a lot of romance on it because I'm going to be sitting by the pool reading, and I can actually take my Kindle into the water. I have a float, so I can float around on the water with my Kindle, and we have like this little spa thing so I can sit in there and read. So I'm just about to like have the relaxation mode go to like 100%, 120%. Like, I'm just gonna be so relaxed. And then after Black Sunshine, I don't know what I'm gonna pick up next, but I feel like I'm gonna speed through books because a lot of the smut books are pretty short and I have a lot of time to read, and I'm just gonna like relax, and hopefully we're gonna go to the beach one of these days, but mostly I'm just gonna be sitting out by the pool, like tanning and relaxing. And that's just kind of the point of this trip, was just to hang out with my family and relax. So yeah, but first I'm exercising because I actually like to exercise despite complaining about it. I will be reading Black Sunshine. I'm so excited. It's a vampire novel where this girl like is the daughter of 2 vampires or something like that, and then these vampire slayers find her because she's special. They don't kill her, they raise her as their own, but she doesn't know anything is weird about her until right before her 21st birthday, and she's kidnapped by this vampire who's like super old, and he's like, well, you're special and you're about to turn into a vampire, blah blah blah, and like guides her through it. And apparently it's steamy, so I just want to read all the smut this week, but then I also have 2 middle grades that I bought with me, so it's like the opposite ends of the spectrum. I also want to do a lot of TV watching and a lot of journaling, so I have all my May spreads that I need to do, but I have other ideas for some spreads as well. I haven't started on my journal yet, but for my birthday, I actually got some really exciting items. So I got, this is my purple journal that I always have, and I got this like plastic sleeve that goes over it with sparkles on the top. I love it. It is kind of sad you can't see the butterfly anymore, but maybe I'll put like stickers on this, I don't know. But I just like it because it keeps it protected. And then because I knew that that journal was not gonna have enough space for the whole year, after June I will be switching over to this journal that's also from Archer and Olive. I did get another journal at a point, but it wasn't the right size. It was too small, so I'm going to use that for like life journal or like K-pop journal, TV journal, I don't know, something like that. But this is going to be my next reading journal, and I just love it because I use this star motif like all the time. And I'll probably buy another like plastic protective sleeve for it because I really like this. I feel like it just keeps my journal very protected. And then I also got these acrylic stamps, so you need ink. So I'm probably gonna go to Michael's, which is actually very nearby here, and get some ink so that I can use these and do some sort of like celestial theme. But I really like these, and I think I may have to get like more stamp sets like this because it's amazing. And like Archer and Olive just started kind of branching out from just notebooks to doing other kinds of accessories, and I'm a big supporter / customer of them. So yeah, that's my little update for today. Time to do some kicking and punching and then reading smut by the pool, which ideal life, I think. Hello, so I'm outdoors. Oh, really can't see in the sun, so the sunglasses are staying on. I have literally been in the pool all day reading. That's literally like all that I want to be doing. And let's see where I'm at. I have to keep going inside though because I get like really overheated because it's very hot. Let's see. I am 295, which is 68% of the way through, so I can definitely finish this tonight. Loving it. I'm loving having my Kindle and like sitting in the pool reading it. Like I sit in the tub. It's like not a hot tub, it's like a spa. I don't know the difference, but I sit there and the water is a bit warmer, and it's really nice, like not worrying about getting my book wet and reading it in the pool, especially because sitting out and reading gets really hot. So I've been enjoying that. So that's where I'm at in my little vacation. Hello, so I have been reading because that's what you do on vacation. So yeah, I've been reading on my Kindle, my trusty Kindle. I've been taking it out of the case, taking it in the pool with me, and I just finished Black Sunshine by Karina Hale. And it's like a romance, and it's a dark romance, and I don't know, I really loved it. I love the whole vampire aspect. I think it took vampire lore in like a different way, and the romance was very steamy, so that was exciting. And now my next two books that I think I can finish one today and start the next one, because this one's not too long, and that is Able by Katie Robert. And okay, so this is Able, and this is what I will be reading today. And this is like a dark romance about these brothers that take, like, I don't know, like they had like everything taken from them, so now they're like returning to their place, and they like engage in some sort of like battle to win a bride or something like that. So, and I think it might be a male female romance, I'm not sure, but and I can't tell if it has like any paranormal elements or if it's like mafia. Like I have literally no idea from the description, but I'm kind of excited to go into this. And this is about 270 pages, and then I've been reading lots of romance, and I know that I'm definitely gonna have time to read romance like on my way back. So yeah, that's just like been while that's on my TBR, but I do want to read the two books that I physically brought with me, so I'm going to be changing gears and reading middle grade, called Keeper of the Lost Cities Everblaze. This is the third in the Keeper of the Lost Cities series that I just like, I literally adore the series so much. It's about Sophie, who is 12, and she can read people's minds, and she thinks she's like the only one with this power, and then she figures out, then this other boy comes that she meets, and she figures out that she is like an elf. So she goes to the land of the elves, and kind of they're the keeper of the lost cities, so like they live in the lost cities like Atlantis and all these other places. So it's so awesome, and the first two books like really surprised me with the like depth and the plot twist that occurred. And the second book also had this thing called an alicorn, which is a unicorn with wings that I personally loved. And I think the first book definitely made me cry because of like the found family and the way that that all happened, but like I just adore the friendships in these, and I just think that they're so expertly done. And I know if I was a child and read this, like this would be like it. This would be like my new Harry Potter. As of right now, it has 8.5 books because like the 9th book isn't like a book, and so I'm like making my way through these probably like 2 a month. I read the first 2 in like December of this year, but yeah, I want to continue on with this. And the whole reason I picked up this book is because I found it in the bookstore, and I picked it up and I was like, this book feels like something I read as a child, and that like feeling, I just knew that I had to read the series. Very strange, but yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna shift gears to. Obviously I can't like take it in the pool with me, but like who cares. I'll just sit on the lounge chair. Tomorrow I am going to make an effort to get down to the beach and like sit on the beach for a while, and hopefully like the water will be warm enough to swim. I don't know if it necessarily is, but I think it'll be good to just like spend some time on the beach, at least make an effort to get down there. But like this vacation is more so about just hanging out with my family than hanging out on the beach. I don't know, it's more like I find it like a more like decompressing, relaxing time with my family than like a vacation where I'm like spending every day on the beach and like doing beach activities, you know? Bullet journal theme was Cinderella, and Cinderella was my favorite Disney movie as a child, and I just love it so much. And so I'm so happy with how these threads came out, and I feel like I got like bullet journaling has allowed me to kind of explore some artistic creativity that I felt like I always lacked in my life, because I did like to create things as a child. Like I was always doing arts and crafts, but it wasn't like I was like super good at like drawing or like any one thing really. So like bullet journaling kind of like is just like a mishmash of things, and it allows you to create lists but also be creative with it. And that combination of lists and creativity is something that I really enjoy, which is why I've kept up with my bullet journal for like 3 years now, but like also only 2 years I guess, since I didn't really journal in 2020. But I did journal, but I didn't do reading journaling but 2020 was a mess, so like that doesn't count for anyone. And yeah, so I'm gonna read my little smutty book and then read this, and then I have the next one, and then I do want to go to Barnes & Noble at some point during this trip too and film that, and maybe buy stuff because it was my birthday. Do you think I'm gonna try and finish this today because I can, because it's only 200 and something pages. Black Sunshine was 450 pages and I finished that in 2 days, and I read like 250 pages the first day, so I'm just speeding through books on this vacation and I love it. I love reading. Also, you won't see me in makeup for the rest of the vlog unless I'm like going out to like dinner somewhere. Like I don't think I'm even putting on makeup to go to the store. We're rocking the bare face look. I don't feel 100% confident like this, but I'm gonna, you know, fake it till I make it. So that's it. Okay, bye.
Breaker, I was reading it, and it, you know, it took me a few days because it's a big book, but I also like forced myself to slow down because I could have finished your book in a day.
Well,
but
I like in the hospital.
What's that?
We were in the hospital. The whole reason I even sent you.
Oh, that's right.
Is you had tweeted or posted or something, and you had cut your hand, and you said you're going to be in the ER for like 6 hours. And can I just send you the draft, or do you have something to do? With no machinations or anything, just like she's bored and she doesn't have anything. Do you want to read
it? It was the best. Yep, it was the best. And I started reading it, and I was on my phone, and I just...
Hello. So I just got done with watching this virtual event from Barnes & Noble. See here on my computer. I think I also had a clip. Ooh. But yeah, so it was for Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard, and had Saba Tahir and like Red Queen and Emperor and the Ashes are the two books that got me back to reading YA after, like, I think at the end of college, and so they obviously hold a very special place in my heart, and the authors are two amazing ladies. So I just really love hearing authors speak about their creative process and hearing them talk about like their inspiration behind their works and stuff like that. You just get to know them more as people, but also like know more about their craft. So it's been great. I did go to the beach today, and that was really fun. I think that probably is going to be the only time that I go to the beach this trip, just because it is kind of like far and it's so hot. It's so hot. I just kind of enjoy sitting in the backyard more because then I can just come in the house. But I have decided that it was my birthday like 2 weeks ago, so I want to spend money on books, and so I'm going to treat myself to some books. But before I do that, I should talk about the book that I'm currently reading, which is Keeper of the Lost Cities, Everblaze. I love this series. It's probably my new favorite middle grade. It's about this girl who figures out that she's an elf, and she has telepathy, so she can like read people's minds, but she's been living in the human world, doesn't even know that elves exist, and gets whisked away to this elf world. And it just tackles so many like important themes, but does so in a way that's very relatable. So it's just amazing. I love it, and I love that like all of these covers, here's the Dutch, I have like character illustrations, so you can like have a really good visualization of what the characters look like. So yes, I'm about to go peruse the shelves at Barnes & Noble and have a fun time that way, and then come home. And I do think that tonight, and because I've just been like reading like a lot, I think I want to maybe watch an episode of TV and journal. And then if I like have time for reading, I have time for reading. But I currently am on page 91. I've already read like 3 books this week, so I don't really feel like rushing through this one because I just want to enjoy the journey of this series. But yes, literally a new favorite series of mine. And I read 90 pages pretty quickly because it's a middle grade book. The text is a bit bigger on the page, and it does read very fast because it's, you know, a bit more of a younger writing style and makes it very approachable and very fast to read. So those are my updates for now. So today is the last day of my vacation, and things didn't quite go as planned this vacation because someone in my family ended up getting sick and having to go to the hospital for the most of the time that I was here. So I kind of was stressed out and worried the whole time, but don't worry, they're fine. And I don't really want to go into more detail than that, but like, I just thought I should mention, sometimes on the internet people seem like okay, and maybe they're not okay, but I did still try and make most out of my vacation. My whole like plan coming here was just kind of to sit outside, soak up the sun and read, and I was still able to do that, so that's good despite being stressed, but things are better now. So I will just kind of go over what I have read so far this vacation since this is the last clip, and there probably will be some clips after this of like dinner and maybe yeah. So first off, I finished Crown of Gilderbones. Oh, I hate how off-center it is. It's like a really bad misprint. Yeah, I adored this. This was probably one of my most anticipated releases of the year. I just love this series, and I feel like it's just so entertaining and enthralling, and like I feel like people have a lot of complaints about this series, but like I just kind of am trash for it. Like I can see past maybe the weaker elements in the writing because I just love it and enjoy it so much. It's just brilliant. And I was really surprised with where the plot went, and I just thought like the ante kept upping, and I just really adored it. So of course I gave it 5 stars. Then I read some books on my Kindle. God, what did I read? Okay, on the plane here I read Twisted Love by Anna Huang. I gave it like 4.5 stars. Then I read, oh my god, why am I blanking what I read? Black Sunshine by Karina Hale, which is a smutty vampire dark romance book. Loved it, 4.5 stars. It was just really fun. Then I read Able by Katie Roberts, which is like about these factions in the city. So I guess it's kind of like, I don't think it's like post-apocalyptic. It's more like mafia, but like in this like city, I don't know. And yeah, I love that one. That was an MMF romance. Very well done. 4.5 stars or 4 stars. I don't really know. Maybe, I don't know. I'll think about it. Sometimes like I feel like my scale has to be different for the different types of genres because like what is a 5-star in one genre is not the same as the others. But anyways, so I read those, and then I was like, okay, like I've read like lots of smut, so I'm gonna move on to something else. And I started Keepers of the Lost City Everblaze, which is like, this series is my new comfort series. I feel like it just helped me when I was stressed this week, and I just adore it so much. And I'm currently on page, let's see, 520 out of like 600 something, but obviously it reads really fast because it's middle grade, so like the text is bigger and like more spaced out, but I love like how thick and like so satisfying. So this is about Sophie, who has been able to read minds her whole life, and as far as she knows, she's like the only person in the world that can do this. And when she's 12, another boy comes to her, which is this boy on the cover of Fifths, and says like, hey, you are an elf. And so she like goes to the elf world and learns more about the creatures there, and like the plot just keeps thickening and thickening, and it's just so good. And like there's just so many conspiracies and different things going on, and this book just really showcases the strength of found family. Like I just love the found family trope, but also I think this is like a really important point. Like the children in this book, when they are dealing with the situations that they are put in, that they're kind of the ones that can solve it, they don't cut out the adults and not like do everything on their own. Like it kind of just showcases that like as a child you can rely on adults to help you with your problems, and like because of Sophie's like circumstances, a lot of times she's the only one that can like handle these things, but like they have the support of the adults. They're not leaving the adults in the dark. And I just think that's like something really important for like a child to see in a story, because a lot of time in middle grade, like the parents are just like, what are they doing? I don't know. So yeah, I really just appreciate the series, and I just like love the magic world and the magic school. Like I just love the series so much. I didn't get to the 4th book, but I don't mind because I'm really enjoying taking my time with this book. I definitely want to read the next one because the 3 and 4 were on my TBR for this month, and I just really want to start it. But I think I might read like an arc that I have on the plane tomorrow. So what I'm going to read on the plane tomorrow, because I think I'm probably going to finish this tonight, because I only have like not that many pages left, like 80 pages left, but like in a book that reads very fast, I can definitely do. What I'm going to read tomorrow on the plane is either Broderick by Katie Roberts, which is the sequel to Abel, because that's on my Kindle, super easy to read. But because I'm flying in during the day and I will have light on the plane, I might instead read Secret Bridesmaids by Katie Birchall, which is an arc that I do need to get a review out for. I'm a little bit behind, but I definitely want to get a review out for that and read it. And I think I tend to like to read on the Kindle on the plane because I hate having the light on overhead. Oh my god, someone did that to me on both of my plane rides on the way over, and I just like hate it when I'm trying to sleep and it's like, it was late, it was super late, it was like 11 p.m. and like due to the light on, and like it's fine, like I understand people want to read books and stuff on the planes, like I don't want to be that person. But then, oh my god, on my second flight, the guy had the light on and he was reading on his phone, which is already backlit, and I just don't know how much the overhead light really helped him, you know. But I will keep those thoughts to myself. But when I fly, the sun will be out, so I think I'll be able to have light on the plane to read like a print book instead of a Kindle book. But that being said, I'll probably read Secret Bridesmaid, and then like I do want to get to Broderick at some other point in the month if I just like feel the need to pick up a like romance, because sometimes it's good to pick those up in between fantasy books. I also have some manga and graphic novels on my TBR, and I just feel like I'm gonna go crazy with the manga and the graphic novels soon. I got Orange the Orange and manga as a Christmas present from Nicole and her books, and like something about it has just been calling to me. It does deal with some serious like subject matters, like death of a friend, suicide of a friend, and so like I didn't know if I was like really in the right headspace to read it, but something about it has been making me feel like I should pick it up, because like it's not necessarily like triggering for me, but like I just feel like I need to be like in a good space to read that kind of story, and I don't know, just feel like I'm ready for it. I don't know what's changed that I feel ready for it, but like I do, maybe just because it's been on my shelf for a while and I've been preparing myself. I also want to read more Yona of the Dawn, but those are like my plans for the rest of the month. And yeah, I think because I'm scaling my posting back from twice a week to once a week with maybe a second video a week, like if I feel like it, if I have enough content. Oh, the neighbor is outside, you can see me filming, it's fine. It's a child, so hopefully they don't think too much about it. But because I feel like I've been posting a second video a month, and like my videos have been performing worse, whereas I thought posting twice a week was supposed to boost your channel performance. So I feel like because I'm not getting any benefit out of it, I might as well just space my content out more, and that way I don't get any sort of creative burnout or anything like that, so I can just pace myself better. And I have plenty of videos already filmed, so like I'm kind of like ahead of the game and I can just chill, which that means kind of that I'm behind on vlogs. Like this vlog probably won't be going up for a while, even though it's the beginning of the May when I'm filming this, but then that way I can just chill, and then whenever I start my next vlog I'll just be like, here's a catch up of what I've been reading. But I really like to vlog, but sometimes it's nice to not vlog, you know? And yeah, I just foresee in my future a lot of Keeper of the Lost Cities because I'm addicted. It's such a good series. And now I'm about to go out to dinner with my family. We're finally all together, so we're gonna go out to a restaurant on the water, which I specifically requested because I wanted to eat seafood and look at the ocean. So that's all for now. Bye bye.